Good morning. Thank you for joining us today and helping us to make our first ever virtual Breakfast for Humanity a success. I'm grateful to have hundreds of people logging in to learn more about Habitat for Humanity's important work and to hear firsthand from families who've been able to achieve home ownership during such a unique year. A year when stable and affordable housing has arguably never been more important. Let me start by saying I hope you and those around you are healthy and safe. For those of you who I haven't met, I'm Heather Lafferty, and I'm joining you this morning from Swansea Homes, where we're building 32 houses just a few miles north of downtown. As I join you here in the kitchen of the future home for Lisa, Michael, and their 3 teenagers, I can't help but think about how this will soon become the center of their universe. Having a stable place to live could not come soon enough for this family of 5. They're currently living in an apartment community where their children are verbally and physically threatened by other residents. No one in the family feels safe. As a mother, I know there's nothing more important than keeping my kids healthy and safe. Our homes are critical for creating that sense of comfort, especially right now. Speaking of now, life looks and feels pretty different, doesn't it? With most of us staying home and social distancing, life seems to have taken on a different pace. Whether it's hosting a virtual Zoom party for the first time, baking a cake just because, or helping your kids with online school, our homes are the key to life's small but significant moments. Homes have become our offices and classrooms, our restaurants and playgrounds, our movie theaters and places of worship. Our homes have literally become the place where it all happens, where life happens. Now, more than ever, our homes are everything. I hope that your home has provided you with the safety and stability that you need right now. And I am excited to share how, together, we can help Lisa and Michael and so many other families have a place to provide their kids with these opportunities too. For more than 40 years, Habitat for Humanity's mission has centered around the importance of building and preserving safe, stable, and affordable homes, which are the foundation to transform a family's future. And now we are seeing every day how they're also transforming their present. We've seen and experienced a lot of changes in Denver and around the world over the past 4 decades. Yet, this global pandemic is something none of us imagined. If you had told me a year ago that Habitat would need to turn away our cherished volunteers, close our revenue-generating restores, eliminate the ability to be together face-to-face, and to give our newest homeowners a congratulatory hug, I would not have believed it. As difficult as this time has been, through this experience, my faith has been strengthened and my spirits lifted by the support, kindness, and generosity of our community. That sense of connectedness and a willingness to help shape and protect the world around us has always been a hallmark of Habitat and our supporters like you. Thank you for giving me and our homeowners hope that we will get through this together. Many of us are blessed to have safe and stable homes in which to shelter in place. This morning, we are asking all of you who are fortunate to have a safe and stable home during these unusual times to make a donation and extend a hand up to others in our community who don't have the same comfort. It's really easy. Just follow the Donate Now link under this video. Your support will create housing stability for hardworking families in 2 major ways: by creating new, affordable homes for families to buy and by preserving homeownership for those who are struggling to pay their mortgage right now. On that point, I'll share one thing that many people don't realize about Habitat for Humanity is that we are not only a home builder, we are also the mortgage lender. Since April, we have been offering mortgage payment deferrals to any Habitat homeowner in Denver who needs it. We know this is the right thing to do because right now, their Habitat home is everything, just like our home is for us. Now, let's hear from some families who became Habitat homeowners this year. Their journeys to become homeowners were not easy, but now that they have achieved their dream, it's inspiring to learn what home means to them.
What are you looking for? A place to live. Your warmth, your love, your work, a good place for children, a place to grow in.
Me and my husband tried for 5 years to buy a house, and it was hard to imagine that we would ever move into a home for our kids.
He escuchado historias donde le suben mucho su renta para poder sacarlos, desplazarlos.
We had cockroach, we had bed bugs, mouse. My children used to get sick a lot. I wasn't feeling safe, for them.
Yo decía, ¿cuándo se me va a hacer mi sueño de tener un hogar? Siempre voy a estar rentando.
The feeling of being able to help build your own home was very amazing. It makes you feel good about yourself and about what you're doing for your family.
Tenemos ahora la oportunidad de tener un hogar, de saber que mis hijos van a tener un futuro.
I'm excited for my home because I'm gonna get my new room, and it's gonna be really awesome that me and my brother and my sister having fun a lot.
Since I've been in a new home, my kids, they're growing. We have a yard for them to play. My wife, my kids, everybody, we all love the house.
Lo que más espero al mudarme a mi nuevo hogar es principalmente tener mi familia unida. Muchas cosas emocionantes van a pasar en este hogar, lleno de amor.
It's a lot. It means everything to us.
Boy, the smiles on those beautiful faces say it all, don't they? A stable home has never been more important, and Habitat's work has never been more important. For all of us, and especially the families who we work with, life is not easy right now. They are struggling to balance life's many demands. From facing unemployment and trying to put healthy meals on the table with reduced incomes, to finding childcare or helping kids with remote learning, they are working hard to keep everything afloat. And many of our partner families are at the forefront of the crisis. Healthcare workers, teachers, civil servants, those who are feeling the effects of the pandemic in deeper ways than most of us can even imagine. As you heard, these families have had to endure living conditions that make it hard to remain healthy and safe. Conditions like overcrowding, unsafe neighborhoods, and expensive rent payments that consume far too much of their monthly budgets. Many of these families are also dealing with unhealthy living conditions right in their apartments. Things like mold, allergens, and smoke from neighboring units. For those of you who have joined us at this event in the past, you know the strong connection between stable housing and children's educational success. There is an equally strong correlation between decent housing and health. And this pandemic has emphasized this point beyond measure. A story from one of our partners, a pediatrician, Dr. Megan Sandel, about a cat helps to explain this direct correlation. She shares that it started when a young girl came into her ER and had to be admitted to the pediatric ICU. Her asthma was acting up, which was strange because it had been previously well controlled. What changed? It turns out the family had gotten a cat, even though the child was allergic. Why a cat? Mice. An infestation at their home had gotten so bad that they had even found a mouse in their child's bed. The family was facing a tough choice. The mice, they reasoned, were certainly a greater threat than some cat hair, at least until their little girl ended up in the ICU. This was not a problem that Dr. Sandel could easily solve. No amount of medication would make it safe to send the child back to her unhealthy living conditions. The prescription this girl needed was a decent, healthy home. A healthy home can literally prevent disease and illness. At Habitat for Humanity, we hear stories that demonstrate this fact time and again. Take Judith and Omar, for example. Before they purchased their Habitat home in 2017, Judith and Omar rented an apartment that was in poor condition. Their young son developed allergy-related breathing problems because of mold, the deteriorating walls, and the cigarette smoke that their neighbors. I'm happy to share, though, that today their son's health has improved after they helped to build and buy their safe and healthy home. The result is that he is missing fewer days of school. And both of their children are getting more sleep than they used to, which for any of us as parents can attest to that when kids get a good night's sleep, it positively affects everyone in the house. Habitat's mission remains vital. We are not going to let COVID slow us down. We are working hard to fulfill our commitments to all of the partner families who are counting on us this year. Sadly, we can't have volunteers on our construction sites right now, but that hasn't stopped us from building. Our dedicated construction staff is working tirelessly so that families can still close on their homes and move in this year. I'm so proud to share that since the pandemic took hold in mid-March, we have still been able to close on 12 homes. This is a huge accomplishment. We have much to celebrate, and we know we have more to build. So please join us in this important work by making a meaningful donation today. Now, let me turn it over to some of our newest homeowners, Donna and Christopher, who were able to move their family into their home at the end of March this year.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Hi, I'm Donna. We have 3 kids in a beautiful Habitat home. We came from Philippines. I came here first, and then after a year, my kids, and then Chris. We didn't come here together because it's expensive. These are kids. That's why we're here. We thought that if they're here, they get more opportunity to, have a better life. We're living in an apartment.
We have 3 rooms.
The struggle in living in our apartment, we only have 1 bath. So every morning, there's a queue. Like, hurry up! We always dream of getting our house. We thought that we can't. It's impossible. Then there's someone from Habitat talk about Habitat. I was like, oh my gosh. We spent our 100 hours here. 100 hours for our house. and some hours on other houses, on our neighbors. That 200 hours is our sweat equity. We do construction, painting.
Restore.
My favorite part, painting.
You're enjoying doing this because this is your house you built.
We moved into our Habitat for Humanity of Metro Denver on March 24, 2020. Oh my gosh. Well, I didn't sleep. Everything we did, we can't do it in the apartment. We're not allowed to grill. My son loves barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tristan marinated ribs so good. Like a pro.
Like a pro.
I love plants. We always have like an indoor plants in our apartment. It's like a jungle.
Yeah, it looks like a jungle now
But
in
now
the
I
inside.
can release it outside. Yeah. So beautiful. It's really energy efficient. We love it. You know, even it's quarantined, we're in our house. I'm glad that they started online learning when we're already here because it's quiet. They have more privacy. In their room, they can close the door. The security of a home makes them successful. We have a permanent address and they know that they're gonna keep their school. I think that makes them happy and, you know, motivated and inspired more. You can see, you know, the happiness in their eyes, like, yeah, we moved. And it's so nice.
We were chosen by the Habitat for Humanity to have this opportunity to have a house. And wow, can express the feeling that we have this house.
We are so thankful.
Our home is everything.
It's our dream come true.
Thank you to Donna and Christopher for sharing your inspiring story with us. We are so grateful that you are able to achieve safety and stability through your new home this year. It's now my pleasure to introduce someone I've had the honor of knowing for more than 10 years now, Ann Padilla-Paras. Ann has a special place in Habitat Metro Denver's history. Not only did she grow up in a Habitat home, but she now plays an integral role within the organization as one of our valued board members. Let's hear what she has to share.
I'm Ann Padilla-Paras, and I'm a board member at Habitat Metro Denver. But my relationship with Habitat actually started in 1985. That was the year my family purchased the 9th home Habitat Metro Denver ever built in the community. And my family's life was forever changed. Before Habitat, I thought of my family as nomadic. We moved constantly and started a new school every year. It seemed normal to me. My mom worked hard to keep a roof over our heads, and she was determined to create a better life for me and my siblings. When my mom was able to build and buy our Habitat home, it changed our lives, and it gave us a foundation, not only the literal foundation of our home, but also the foundation of my life. The stability of our home allowed my mom to obtain her GED. She had no idea how impactful that would be on her children. She would be blown away by the impact of her hard work on her grandchildren. That house on Dakota Street transformed all of us. Me and my siblings all continue to work and live in the Denver area. Together there are 27 grandchildren and 8 great-grandchildren, and they all have opportunities that my mom would be so proud of. This year, my daughter will attend Chaminade University in Hawaii, where she has been recruited to play volleyball. My son Arthur, my nephew David, and my niece Chanel have all graduated from college. All 3 of them will be working on their master's degree this fall. We've said it a few times here today. Our homes are everything, and that statement rings more true for me this year than ever before. It is inspiring to think about the thousands of people living in safe and stable homes here in Denver because of Habitat's work. And I'm proud that I grew up in a Habitat home. And I'm even more proud that I get to play a role as a board member to help transform more lives today. And as a supporter, that is something you can do today too. Habitat's vital work relies on support from generous people like you. Every donation made today will help Habitat build safe and stable homes for hardworking families in our community. Your donation will make a big difference today and a lifelong difference for children. Children like me, who will get to grow up in Habitat homes. Our goal is to raise $300,000 today, We need your help to meet this critical need. Thank you. Thank you for making a gift to support affordable home ownership. We can't do this without you. Thank you. And now to close out our program, I'm going to turn it back to Heather for one final message.
Thank you, Anne. I have heard your story so many times, and I am still so touched and inspired by who you are and what your family has done. Thank you for your service. Now, before we conclude today's event, let me acknowledge our generous event sponsors. This includes our lead sponsor, Colorado Federal Savings Bank, who has stepped up with a $25,000 matching grant this morning, as well as Chaffa, who has generously supported this event with a $10,000 sponsorship in addition to the many other ways they partner with us. Please take a moment to view the screen to see all of our amazing Breakfast for Humanity sponsors. Thank you all for joining us today. On behalf of our board, staff, and hardworking families across the community, we are grateful for the investment you are making in building a bright future. Working together, we build great things. Thank you.